famous. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck.
And we are live. Welcome back to Mescal Moguls. It's your boy, the one with the scar on his face, your boy Scarface. And thank you guys again for joining this podcast. I truly do appreciate every week you guys support. It's unbelievable the amount of views, downloads, and everything. All the support you guys give the podcast. I truly do appreciate it. You know, shout out to everyone that comes over from TikTok, checks out the TikTok. So make sure, like, if you guys want to keep supporting the podcast, wherever you're listening to it, give us a thumbs up. Give us a 5-star rating, whatever the case may be, wherever, just give us a like. And if you shout out to everybody who keeps donating every month. I truly do appreciate you guys. Every month you guys support the channel. Even like I have people who donate $1 a month, and there's people all the way, like I want to say how much, but they donate like monthly. You can put whatever you want on there, which I truly do appreciate it. Trust me, like I really do appreciate that. And we also have, you know, these prolific pins. If you know me, I love my fitteds, and you know I always got a hat or pins on them. This one we got a baseball, straight razor, and the sleeping Goku, which I got on my hat right now. But again, shout out to everybody who keeps supporting the podcast. You guys are truly amazing. I truly do appreciate it. There's not enough words that I can say that will express my gratitude towards you guys. But today's episode, you know, and I like to switch it up. I always like to do different things just because there's so many topics out there, you know. There's so many topics. Oh, and by the way, before I get into that, this Friday, July 28th to the 31st, I will be in California, Santa Ana, California. On July 30th, I'm actually going to be at Huntington Beach from 1 to 4. If you guys want to slide through, say what's up to your boy. I'll be hanging out there, like in different spots, you know. I'll just be walking around. I'll be hanging out. So if you guys want to come say what's up, I'm going to be there for a little while. Come say what's up. Ask me questions in person. Get to know me. You'll see that I'm the same person that I am on TikTok, the podcast, in person too. I don't, I'm not like, oh, this is my character for online. And I'm completely different in person. No, I'm the same person. So today, what I actually wanted to get into is something that I get asked all the time, which is shooting their shot. And this can be with guys and girls. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be one gender or the other. This is just shooting your shot in general. I know it's scary. I know it's intimidating. A lot of people don't like to do that just because, just the fear of the unknown. It's always the unknown that we fear, you know. And the unknown in this is like, are they going to reject me? Are they going to say yes? Are they going to say no? Are they going to be like, hell no? Or anything like that, you know. You never know what's going to happen. But at the end of the day, like, there's sometimes that person that you want to shoot your shot with, they probably don't know that you like them like that. Or, you know, like, so it's better just to shoot your shot, find out. And if they say, no, I'm good, I'm talking to somebody with right now, or whatever the case may be, then you'll find out that that's the case. I'd rather live my life without regrets, meaning, like, I'd rather shoot my shot. I'd rather, like, attempt to get to know somebody, or, like, reach out, try to hang out with them, rather than not, you know. Then later on, you're going to be like, dang, I wish I would have asked this person out. I wish I would have said something, you know. And then all these, like, what if, no, hell no. I'd rather get rejected than not try at all. So here, like, we're going to talk about some tips on how to shoot your shot, you know, because there's no specific way, you know. There's no specific way, because everyone's circumstance is a little bit different. Where you see this person is a little bit different than everybody else. Some people see people, like, at the gym. Some people see other people at their job, which I'm telling you right now, avoid people at work. Or just wherever, like, you see them walk by, you guys go to the same coffee spot every day or something like that. So here are some tips, you know, that you can use in whatever case it may be that helps me. You know, I always like to do my little research and stuff like that online. That way I can help you guys. You know, and it's just not an Edgar bro science or anything like that. It's just like different studies, different things that work for other people. So the first one is be confident. Confidence is attractive. Approach the situation with self-assurance. Even if you're feeling a little nervous, believe in yourself and your worth. Absolutely. So, and that's the biggest thing, is be confident about it. Don't just go, hey, like, I was kind of wondering, like, no. I've never gone up to somebody and, like, just, oh, like, I was kind of wondering if you wanted to hang out or no. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, how's it going? Or like, whatever the case, everybody's situation is different, but you have to approach it. Like, if you're gonna go talk to them, again, if you're gonna reach to somebody out in the gym, what I recommend is like, hey, can I get a spot? They spot you. That's like if a girl and vice versa. Guys, don't be so much creeps, because sometimes girls don't want to be bothered at the gym. But you never know. Like, it could be just a light conversation. Start off light. Like, start off. I hate how I do this because I give away. I mean, I don't mean to give away, but then next time someone sees me try to do some of these things, it's they're like, oh, I know what he's doing. So what I do, like if it were to happen at the gym, I would slowly start talking to the person. Meaning like they pass by, I recognize something that they're wearing or like some gym apparel. I'd be like, oh shit, like dope, no, like that's pretty cool. Like, did you see this? And then that's it. No weirdness, no nothing. You just compliment them on their outfit, and just recognize, and then that's it. And then guess what? Now you just broke that ice. It's weird because like it's not like you guys are on like talking terms or anything like that. It's just more like you broke that ice. So next time you see that person, like even just like waving and saying hi, cool. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to them next time that I see them. If it happens, then happens. But like if I see them next time at the gym, I'll be like, hey, what's up? Like, wave, something like that. Just something small, something to let them know that you're there. And then slowly they'll start getting comfortable with you. And then eventually, I mean, you can kind of find out if they're seeing somebody or whatever the case may be, and then ask them out, and then like be like, hey, yo, I'm trying to go do this. Like, I would love for you to join me, or like we should go do this, and so on and so forth. So those are like some of the things that I do, and it's funny because the next one is kind of that, but the most important is be confident. They say that. I think it's like a meme. I don't know if it was a meme or something, but have you guys ever seen that thing? It's like if you walk with confidence and act like you're supposed to be there, like people won't question you, and that's happened too. Like plenty of times, like there's some places that I get into that people are like, I have no business being in that situation, but I just like go with confidence. And then like how I approach different situations, like just with confidence, and then people just like assume that you're supposed to be there. And this is the same, like just approach them with confidence. Girls love confidence. And then I'm sure I love a girl that's confident too, that's going to come up to me, approach me, and talk to me too, because not a lot of girls do that. But, you got to be careful in that situation because sometimes guys, fellas, you guys know that you guys think just because they come up to you and talk to you that they want to smash, when that's not the case. They're just trying to get to know you, all right? So, all right, number 2 is find the right moment. Look for a suitable situation when you can have a private conversation without distractions. It could be after a class, work, during casual hangout, or any other appropriate setting. And so I'm a big dude about approaching or finding the right moments. That's my biggest thing. I think that's how I'm able to get like put myself in these situations, like because sometimes I start talking to a girl and I have no business talking to this person. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a confident human being, I'm okay looking, but some of these girls that like I've gone out with and dated, I'm just like, damn, she fine, and then how did I get myself in that situation? But it was more like I found the right moment to contact them. I found the right moment for everything. I'm a very, a lot of the things that I do have strategy behind it. And that's just like work, life, relationships, and things like that. That's why I'm super detailed when it comes to getting gifts for someone who I'm talking to or I'm trying to get to know. I'm super detailed. Like, you tell me you like this, I'm like, all right, cool. She likes this. I'm gonna focus, stuff on that. I'm gonna really emphasize that. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I remember I was talking to a girl. She said she like, this is just an example you can do. She said she loves red strawberries, right? That's her favorite one. So I would go like to a bunch of different stores and get a bunch of strawberries. That was the easiest way for me. I know you could probably go online and just get like red ones, but I went and bought a bunch of them and put all the red ones into a red container, and then I took it to her to work, and she loved it. And I do little things like that. So, but Finding the right moments, meaning like the right moment at the gym, the right moment if you decide to talk to somebody at work, because you don't want them to be distracted. Like, don't go up and talk to them like in the middle of a set or anything like that. They're gonna be like working out, and then all of a sudden, hey, how's it going? And you'd be like, good. This is awkward. I'm working out. So you have to find the right moment to talk to somebody. I've even gone to the point where I would try to time things. People are gonna think I'm weird. I would try to time things so like we would be happening either to like walking out of wherever at the same place or walking by each other at the same place. Trust me, like I said, I do a lot of stuff with strategy. Like there's a lot of strategy behind a lot of the things. That's if I'm interested in building whatever is there. If I'm not interested, there's absolutely no strategy behind it. And I'm just being honest and upfront. So you have to find the certain situations where you're going to be able to talk to this person without being distracted, because you don't want them, like say they're working, right? You don't want to get them right when they're doing something, because then they're going to be like, well, I kind of got to do this, So just find the right moments to be able to talk to them, or just like a small conversation, like I mentioned earlier, just something subtle, something little in the beginning, and then eventually start talking to them more, because it's going to be weird if you just go approach to them and be like, hey, how's it going? My name is so-and-so. How are you? That's going to be weird, okay? So think about it. But actually coming up to them, say you're wearing some Nikes that I recognize, right? I'm going to be like, oh, shit, you got those? Those are nice. I actually had these ones, and I really like this one. How do you like them, like, for the gym? And then they'll be like, oh, they're pretty cool. You know what I mean? Now it's just like a subtle conversation and be like, oh, okay, I just wanted to see what you thought. That's it. Like, no, nothing more. Don't sit there and be awkward. Don't sit there and be like, yo, can I get your IG? Can I get your no? Okay. And then, like I said, next time, if you guys happen to be in the same spot again, say hi. You don't even have to go talk to them. Just say hi. Let them know that you're there. And then eventually, maybe like a few days, a week later, you see them again, you bring up another conversation, and now you guys are getting, like, it's a little bit more comfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit more comfortable compared to what it would have been in the beginning if you just would have approached them with a weird ass, like, approach. Don't try your pickup lines. Unless it's, like, really funny, cute, something like that. Don't use a pickup line. So finding the right moments. Number 3. Start with small talk. Begin the conversation with some light and casual conversation. Ask about their interests, hobbies, and recent experiences. This will help you both feel more comfortable. Now, the small talk, I would not do, like, if you're trying to shoot your shot with somebody in the beginning or trying to get to know them. The small talk is for, like, when you're on a date or something like that. You're on a date, or you happen to follow each other on IG. You guys want to have a little bit of small talk or anything like that. But don't start off with small talk. Imagine they're working out and you come up to them and you're just like, hey, so, like, I see you like apples, you know what I mean? Like, don't do the small talk. I would recommend not doing the small talk when you're first approaching somebody. Save the small talk for when you guys probably go out, or like if you guys have like a third, fourth conversation wherever you guys are at, then get into a little bit more small talk. But I know I said, like, hey, start a conversation in the beginning with a little bit of small talk. That's just one thing. I'm just saying, like, if I see somebody walking by, again, like, maybe it's another photographer that I like, and I'd be like, oh shit, like, I really like your camera. What do you use? And like so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden, like, we had a small conversation about the cameras. Now I'm not going to talk to her about her favorite foods, like after that. So you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of know how to gauge some of these things. But small talk, okay, yes, if you're doing it how I mentioned, but if you're doing it like small talk, like trying to find out more about them and things like that, that's more for a different time, not for like when you first approach them or anything like that, just because that would be kind of weird. And especially if they're like doing something in a hurry, not necessarily in a hurry, but if they're doing something, if they're working, if they're working out, so anything like that. So number 4, compliment them. The compliments are a great way to show your interest and make other person feel good about themselves. Be genuine, specific in your compliments. And you see what I'm talking about? Like, I'm talking about the whole, like, you see them wearing some shoes. Don't at the gym, don't compliment them on how their booty is looking bigger or anything like that, because then that would be kind of weird. Okay. it could be like, hey, like, dang, you're getting strong. Like, I really like that's really impressive. Like, so on and so forth. Or if it's at school, be like, hey, like you did really good on that project or that assignment. If they had a presentation, bring that up. Just whatever the case may be, don't give them a fake compliment. Like, hey, you're beautiful. No, like, who know? And you got to be different too. You know how many guys or girls probably tell this person, "Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, you're gorgeous. Hey, you're sexy." So you're just gonna be like every other person that approaches them. Approach them a little bit different, like something a little bit more specific. And that's why I said like if they're at the gym, they're wearing some certain type of shoe that I recognize, I'm gonna bring that up. Or gym apparel. You know, there a lot of people wear like popular gym apparel right now at the gym. So something like that. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like I wouldn't recommend not doing like, hey, I thought you were beautiful, so I wanted to come over here and say what's up. Just compliment them something subtle, something if they're wearing something, if they have a nice hat, if they have. I'm just like thinking of things, hat, like the way they did their nails, like the way their outfit is, you know, because sometimes I really like when a girl's wearing a fire ass outfit, I'm gonna tell her because that shit is fire, you know, like how it's put together with the accessories and stuff like that. So there's different ways to compliment somebody. But then there's also creepy ways to compliment somebody. So you want to avoid the creepy stuff and stick to more of the, you know, something that is actually specific to something that's going on with them or like the situation wherever you guys are in, like if you guys are in the gym or something like that. So definitely compliment, you know, definitely compliment. And if you can be more specific, even better. Number 5, express your feelings. Once you feel comfortable and the conversation is flowing, take a deep breath and express your feelings honestly. Let them know you admire them and enjoy their company. So I would recommend this one not the first time you talk to them. Or like if this is the only time you're going to see them, then probably, yeah, okay. Because, I mean, you've seen it. Like people, hey, like I thought you were really beautiful, so on and so forth. I would love to take you out or something like that. And okay, I get that. You know, but sometimes that's a little bit more because you don't know what if this person is already in a relationship, what if they're talking to somebody, and then you're gonna get rejected, and then you're gonna be like, this is why I don't approach people. You know, we've all seen those people. This is why, like, and that's why people get scared because of things like this. So, you know, if you're not gonna see them again, okay, tell them, hey, because I did have a girl who approached me and said that she really liked like some of the stuff I was doing and so on and so forth. She thought I was an amazing person. She would like to go maybe get dinner sometime with her, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know, it doesn't hurt like going on dinner and seeing what's up. But it ended up not working out for other reasons. You know, we're two different places, and but it's not like I ran into this person all the time. But it's a little bit easier now to find that person on social media once you get their name. Like you can kind of search them up and then you'll find them. Come on, trust me. Everybody's done that. Acting like I'm the only person that's gotten somebody's name, and all of a sudden later on you find them on social media and you follow them. I'm not the only person, okay? So a lot of people do that. So just kind of, depending on the situation, I wouldn't really tell. Imagine walking up to him and be like, yo, girl, I thought you were fine as hell. I'm trying to take you out. I'm trying to clap them cheeks later. What's up? Don't do that. All right, so number 6 is be respectful of their response. Understand that the other person may not feel the same way, and that's okay. Rejection is a normal part of life, and it doesn't define your worth. Respect their feelings and decisions. And this is what I mean. Like, a lot of people are afraid of that part, is the rejection part. Trust me, my ass has been rejected. A lot of people have been rejected. But it's okay because, like, what are you scared of? Like, you don't even know this person. You don't know their situation. Do you think you're going to go over there and be like, hey, like, I'm trying to get to know you, and then they're gonna be like, oh my God, yes, I was waiting for you all my life, and let's get married. No, you know, everybody's situation is different. Like, they could be talking to somebody already, they could be in a relationship already. They just like they're a little bit more private, so you really don't know. And if you only see them like at the gym and that's the only place, then how do you know they're not in a relationship or anything like that? So don't be afraid. You know, if you get rejected, it happens. You know, all you have to do is be like, all right, cool. At least I tried. At least I know now that I would rather be rejected than be in that like place where I'm just like, oh, I should have tried. What if I would have tried? What if I would have went up to her? What if, I'm not about to live like that. So that's why I always say, like, just go attempt it. If you get rejected, if they tell you they're already talking to this, then cool, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. People get rejected all the time, and everybody's situation is different. But do not get mad at them because they rejected you. It's funny, like how some people are, like they get rejected by somebody, and all of a sudden that person is the bad guy because they're already in a situation. And like, what were you supposed to do? Like, you were supposed to just like drop what you had already going on and go with this person? No, like you have to be respectful of other people's like situation and whatever they have going on. So don't get mad at these people. Like if you approach them and they just clearly, reject you or anything like that. So stay positive, regardless of the outcome. Stay positive and confident. If they don't reciprocate your feelings, it's not the end of the world. And there are plenty of other wonderful people out there. Absolutely. Like we romanticize people so much that when like say you do approach them, you get rejected or it doesn't work out, like it just feels shitty, and you don't want to do that anymore. No, but like rejection builds character. You become more comfortable to talking to people that you didn't even know. Like if you've ever approached somebody you absolutely do not know, and like it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. It's you're like, how's this gonna go? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, are they gonna reject me? Are they gonna say yes? Like, what is gonna happen? So trust me. But then once that happens, then the next, like, if that didn't work out, then the next one's not that difficult. Well, if you can get past the fact that you got rejected, the next one is not that difficult because you're like, okay, like I already know what it is. It's nerve-wracking, but I can do this. And then eventually you're able to approach and talk to people with the utmost confidence. And then even the confidence is going to be like, oh, dang, this dude's pretty confident, or dang, this girl's pretty confident. So stay positive. That's the biggest thing. Like if someone rejects me, I'm cool. No hard feelings. Because I understand everybody's in their situation already. And that's fine, because you came into their life later on, and it's just everybody's at a different point in life, and if they're already in a relationship or talking to somebody that they really feel, cool, respect that, leave it alone, and then keep it moving. I'm sure you'll find somebody else out there. So stay positive. Don't get down on yourself. Don't be like, nobody's ever going to want me. That's not the case. You just ran into the wrong person. You thought but you wanted to attempt to see if anything was there, but obviously it wasn't. So, and number 8, stay friends if possible. If they don't feel the same way but are open to remaining friends, consider maintaining friendships. Sometimes the strong friendships can develop into something more over time. And this is true. If it happens, like if you talk to them and they reject you, cool, it happens. Don't make it awkward after that. Don't like be at the gym or wherever the case. Just know that there's nothing going to be there, but you guys can still like say what's up, be cool with people. I've done that too. Like I got rejected. I still what's up. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, how's it going? Cool. Like keep it moving. Not everyone is meant for you. That everyone that you approach everyone you date is meant for you. Sometimes things don't work out, or you approach somebody and it doesn't work out. Just don't make it awkward at the gym. Oh shit, like that person is here, I'm gonna avoid them, not make eye contact. No, instead just be like, hey, what's up? Like, how's it going? And then just keep about your business. Don't make it awkward. And who knows, maybe they're not in the space to be in a relationship yet or be talking to somebody. And then that's fine. Eventually, like if you guys remain friends and then all of a sudden, maybe we should hang out. It could lead to that as well. Okay. Don't be pushy. Avoid being overly persistent if they make it clear that not interested. Respect their boundaries and give them the space needed. Absolutely. Like some of you guys don't understand, like there's a difference between a girl playing hard to get and a girl telling you flat out that they're not interested. Some people will tell you nicely, be like, hey, no, like, I think you're a cool person, like so on and so forth, but I think we should just like be friends about it. Or just, I'm not in the place right now. Doesn't mean like keep trying hard, stupid. Like, no, it could be that's why I don't like when people play hard to get, because if you play hard to get with me, like I'm gone. Because again, I know the guy should be putting more effort than the girl, but the girl should also be putting in some effort as well. Okay. It shouldn't be just one-sided type of thing. And if you make me feel like this is like a one-sided situation, I'm out. Okay. But don't be pushy. Like if someone rejects me, I'm not gonna be like, nah. She gon' she needs to know that I'm the love of her life. Like hell no. Like I'm gonna need to do what I need to do, and you need to respect that. Like if they tell you, hey, I'm just not interested, they're not interested. They're not saying try harder. When they say no, it doesn't mean like try harder, stupid. Uh, so you have to remember that. You have to remember that just because they tell you no or they're not interested, sometimes they'll try to break it to you like nicely in the beginning because they don't want to be rude. They're trying to be respectful and like respect your feelings and stuff like that. So they're gonna tell you in a nice way that they're not interested. So you need to realize that, because if they were interested, they would be like, yeah, I mean, we can hang out, see where it goes, see what happens, and then go from there. But someone who was like, oh no, not right now, I'm not interested, I got a lot of stuff going on, so on and so forth, then okay, they're really not in the mindset or just really not interested at that point in time. So you have to be respectful of that. Don't be pushy, guys, especially. Like I've seen it. Some girls are like, why doesn't this guy stop? And fellas, you have to realize that when they'll try to break it to you nicely in the beginning. All right, fellas, they'll try to break it down to you like nicely in the beginning. They'll reject you nicely in the beginning, just because they don't want to be rude or anything like that. But again, that does not mean keep trying harder, stupid. It just means that they're not interested. But then eventually it's going to get to the point where they're just going to be like, yo, dude, like leave me alone. Don't let it get to that point. Then you're that guy. You're that creep. You're that guy that, damn, he just doesn't leave me alone. He won't stop. He's getting creepy. He's doing this. He's doing that. And I get it. Persistence is good, but in certain points, like persistent in like if you guys are already talking, going out on dates and stuff like that, then be persistent with her. Not like if she says no, she's not interested. That doesn't mean be persistent. Okay. And the most important one of all, take rejection gracefully. If they don't share your feelings, don't take it personally. It's not a reflection of your values or as a person. Take the experience as an opportunity to learn and grow. And failures in anything they may suck at that point, like whenever something happens, rejection, but later on you're going to be able to see like it helped you grow as a person. Because trust me, I failed at a bunch of shit. Okay, I've gotten rejected. I've gotten like embarrassed of certain situations. I've done stuff that I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, it's helped me grow as a person. It's helped me become a better person, and it's helped me like be more social. I'm able to communicate a lot better with people, just because I'm able to take the positive out of certain situations and help me grow. So that's the biggest thing is like some people will get rejected and then all of a sudden now the world's going to end. They're never going to approach anybody else. They're afraid to approach anybody else. No, it's just like sales, like door-to-door sales. You're going to knock on 10, 20, 30, 40 doors before you get a yes, but you'll get a yes eventually. It just, again, what I said, like not everyone is for you. Every person that you approach is not going to be for you, because depending on their situation, like what's going on in their life, if they're even looking for somebody, and it's better to find out in the beginning, because some people have done it too before, like where they sit there and like already romanticize this person that they've never talked to before. And then all of a sudden, like when they do try to approach them, they get heartbroken because they're not interested or they're already taken, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's better just to, shoot your shot early on, and then kind of find out if they're already in that, like if they're in that mindset or if they even want to, go out. And if they don't, that's fine. It happens. Everyone gets rejected. All you have to do is be like, all right, cool. I'm always like, all right, cool. It's your loss, not mine. But because I know how, like, I'm a cool person. So, but again, I don't say that to people like that are already in relationships. I'm not going to be like, well, it's your loss. No, you already got someone cool. I'm going to keep it moving, So don't be afraid of rejection. A lot of people are afraid of that. That's why they don't approach somebody. They don't talk to somebody, because trust me, it's nerve-wracking. I remember when I would first approach somebody, like you get nervous. Like it's happening. It's normal. We're human. Like, those feelings happen. But the more you put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, have these awkward conversations, like with, those conversations you don't want to have with certain people, but when you have them, it helps you grow as a person and communicate better with people. Same with this, like the more you put yourself in these type of situations, the more comfortable you are. So like when you approach somebody, you're a lot more confident. Just because I approach certain things like with confidence doesn't mean that I never approach those being nervous or like thinking, oh, I'm like, oh, should I do that? And things like that. No, confidence is built over time, but that's if you build that confidence. I'm not saying like you're going to approach somebody one time and all of a sudden the next time you're going to be super confident. No, that's not how it works. It's just like putting yourself in these different situations that is going to help you build confidence to talk to people that you don't know, especially like approaching somebody you don't know. Because trust me, I remember when I first approached somebody, your heart starts beating fast, you get nervous, you get these like weird feelings. You're just like, fuck, what's going to happen? Like you don't know what's going to happen. And it's that fear of the unknown, of not knowing what's going to happen. That's why like a lot of people can't do entrepreneurship, because they're just like, well, what if it doesn't work? So it's so much easier. Like the fear of the unknown scares them way more. So they like to stay in their comfortable situation. So, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But if you want to put yourself a little bit more out there and become a little bit more confident, you're just going to have to just go out there and do it. And you'll see afterwards, yeah, if you get rejected, it's going to suck. But then you're going to build that confidence. And what happens if you don't get rejected? What if they're like, yeah, let's hang out, let's do this? Then guess what? That would have never happened if you would have never approached this person. So you see, like everything has its pros and its cons, but it's mainly everything is pro, because you're going to build confidence. You're going to build that, like being able to talk in certain situations, being able to approach certain situations in confidence. Now, because again, like I said, the way I approach things now, like with confidence and like what I do now was not always like that. But that confidence is built over time. That's like confidence in like putting yourself in awkward situations you do not want to be in. There's some people like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, for example, a while back ago, and this was a while back ago, I wasn't going out to certain places because I was afraid to run into my ex. I didn't want to be in that awkward conversation. And then finally I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, why am I letting her, somebody I'm not with, like affect the way I'm going out or approach? And finally I just started going out, like doing my thing. And yeah, I ran into her a few times, but then it was fine because I don't know, like maybe I saw it differently in my head, but after that I was just like, whatever, but in the beginning I was letting myself like it was stopping me from going places just because we had a lot of similar friends and stuff like that. So, but you see what I mean? Like you have to build that confidence. And after that, like now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go wherever I want. Regardless if their ex is going to be there, if not, if a girl I was talking to, if not, a girl that I ghosted, if not, and so on. But you have to build that confidence. We're not ghosting anybody anymore. Just FYI, we're not ghosting, and we're leaving ghosting back in 2022 and before that. Okay, no more ghosting. 2023, we aren't ghosting. We're having healthy communication with whoever you're talking to, full transparency, and so on and so forth. But that's today's episode. I just wanted to chat with you guys for a little bit. Hopefully, I get to see some of you guys in California this weekend. I'm excited to go. So next week, there probably won't be an episode on Monday. I'll have like a little recap, or maybe I'll record a podcast episode out there. It won't be like with my mics and stuff like that. It'll probably be with like the camera mics or something like that. But maybe I'll do something like that. So anyways, thank you guys. Go follow, leave a 5-star thumbs up. And if this podcast helped you and gave you any value, please share it. Please share it. That's how you guys are helping me grow and motivating me to continue to do stuff like this. So anyways, thanks for listening. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
When you out of line, you put yourself in check. They don't hear me, they don't hear me though.